Hey guys, welcome to the pre-algebra recap video where we are reviewing and talking about perimeter. Alright, so what's perimeter? Well, in layman's terms, it's really just the distance around the outside of an object, okay? And all shapes have perimeter, right? Rectangles have perimeter. Circles have perimeter if they're drawn correctly. Triangles have perimeter, right? What's that? Hexagon. Hexagons have perimeter. Alright, so pause the video and try this problem, play it when you're done, let's see how you do. Alright, so you need to calculate the perimeter of a square with one side being 5.6 yards long. So realistically, that would look like, well, that's a bad square. That's an even worse square. We'll do it the easy way, right? So one side is 5.6, yards long. Now, having one side doesn't normally give us enough information to know the perimeter, except for the fact that it's a square. So all sides are 5.6. So there's two ways you can do it, right? Perimeter of a square, oh my goodness, of a square, well, you can do 5.6 plus 5.6 plus 5.6 plus 5.6. However, with a square, we could develop a new formula for perimeter of a square. We could say 4 times the length of one side. And so in this case, it'd be 4 times 5.6. And that would get you 22.4. Now we're talking about yards, but is it yards squared, cubed? That's just plain yards, right? It's like if I took a yardstick and went around the outside of the square, I would get a cumulative 22.4 yards. Alright, so let's work on this one. The perimeter of this triangle here is 254 inches long, and we're going to find the missing side. Alright, well, we know that the whole perimeter is 254 inches, right? So if I add up all the sides, it should get me to 254, okay? But we're missing one, so I know that if I take 254, oh, that's 204, 254, and I subtract 98 from it, and then subtract 100, I should get the missing side, right? So 254 minus 98, I'm just do that quick. That gets you 156, all right? And if you subtract 120 from that, well, that's going to get you 36. And so what does it tell us about this side here? That side is 36. We're talking about inches. So 36 inches long. All right, so let's say that you're constructing a fence, okay, to go around your property. And you're going to do it in the shape of a rectangle. I don't know what you're keeping in the fence. The horses, cows, who knows what, right? And you have 12,000 feet of fence to work with. Okay, so we're going to use the diagram to solve for the width of the fence. So what I've given us right there is the diagram, okay, aerial view of your property, and here's a sketch of the fence. So why don't you pause the video, find for me the width, no, I'm sorry, I put, should be solve for the length of the fence. There you go. All right, pause the video, solve for the length of that fence if you can, play it when you're done, we'll see how you do. Alright, so I need to know what the length of the fence is going to be, that one. But currently, really all I know is, well, I have 12,000 feet of fence to work with. And this side right there is 2,500. Well, fortunately, we were given the clue that you're going to build a fence in the shape of a rectangle. Which means that this side is also going to be 2,500, okay? So if that's the case, well, then that kind of helps us because what we know is that the perimeter of a rectangle is made up of, well, taking the 2 of the lengths and adding to it 2 of the widths, okay? So let's see. What we've done is we've taken our 12,000 feet of fence and we've subtracted from it now 2 2,500s, which would be 5,000. So that leaves us with 7,000 feet of fence to work with for there and there. Okay, so again, fortunately, we're working with a rectangle, makes things simple. I'm going to split this remaining 7,000 up between those two sides. So 7,000 divided by 2, that's going to get you 3,500 feet. So what does that mean? Well, it means that's going to be 3,500. That's going to be 3,500, and I bet you if you take 3,500 plus 2,500 plus 3,500 plus 2,500, you will get your 12,000 feet of fence that you were given to work with, and that's your answer. All right, so this is a short video, guys. That's all I have for you. Look forward to seeing you in class, talking more about it.